What's up, YouTube? Well, I am on a roll. Hey, my subscribers, hey, I think we're going to be doing this for a minute now. Okay, so today I'm coming with a lot of my subscribers may not be familiar with this rapper, Honeykomb Brazy, whose real name is Nashawn Jones. He is out of Mobile, Alabama. So let me just tell you real quick how I found out about Honeykomb Brazy, because no, if you look at my pictures, I'm not the type to blast Honeykomb Brazy in my car. I love Lil Baby. Now, I love rap music, some of the rappers. So, Lil Baby is like my number one playlist. Honeykomb Brazy, it was so interesting because my daughter said, Mom, did you see that video? Literally, I combed YouTube, and this young rapper was always being shot at, and it was being caught on camera. Literally, a shootout happened in Montgomery, Alabama, back in February, which was just unheard of. He had so many enemies, and let me put it in the young people language. He had so many ops. Don't that sound cool? Like enemies, the young people call them opponents. So ops. All right, so back in February, which was so sad, his grandparents were killed by his ops. Literally, they shot the house up, and obviously, I think they were on oxygen, which caused the house to burst into flames. Literally, what a horrible death! And at that time, I just don't understand this bravado amongst these rappers. It's like you got an opportunity. Leave the streets alone. Some of your friends, they cannot go with you. And unfortunately, Honeykomb Brazy has been sentenced to serve the rest of his 15-year sentence. 15-year sentence. So looking at, I know, a minimum of probably 5 years that he's gonna have to do, and he's approximately 23 years old. We know I'm gonna get the right age, y'all. Give me a second. And we know how fickle this industry is. I mean, look at what's his name, Bobby Shmurda. Like, he went in hot and he's come out a little lukewarm. I haven't heard a catchy song from him, so it may be hard for this young guy to recover and get that same hype back behind his name. It's just so unfortunate. The rappers, like, you guys got a pocket full of money, and you would rather live like you still in the hood, like you still have people chasing you. It's crazy, man. It is so crazy. Recently, I just read on Instagram, they are now trying to start a committee. And honestly, I think it's needed. As much as I enjoy Lil Baby, but Lil Baby does not rap about gun violence and killing and all that. I hadn't heard some of his lyrics, and basically, he is spending money on attorneys, trying to get his homeboys out of prison. He is understanding that some people he cannot be around. He has met the vice president. He went to something in Washington, D.C., so thank God he got it. But what about the other ones, the poo shiesties? And trust me, y'all, listen, my daughters tell me about these people. It's like every other day somebody pop up, and they are like really popular, and I've never heard of them a day in my life. But what I'm saying is they are so geared toward this gang violence. And unfortunately, guys, it is true. Music does influence you. I'm going to tell you a story about me back in the 80s. Back in the 80s, do you know what I aspired to be? It's embarrassing to say that at this time, but I'm going to tell the truth. I aspired to be a dope man's B. Yeah, a dope man's B. I remember Eazy-E. It was like, that's what I wanted me. I wanted me a dope man. That was my aspirations. Where did I get those aspirations from? Easy. That's where I got the aspirations from. So we really do need to look into this music, because it is just encouraging all types of mayhem. And again, I want to go back. Honeykomb Brazy's grandparents, God bless the dead, were Mr. Tony and Leela Lewis. Definitely my sincerest condolences, because they were caught up in something They had nothing to do with. Nothing at all. Honeykomb, baby, I don't know because from what I did see, he had been incarcerated since he was a kid. So this is all he knows. He probably thinks it's cool and does not see that. Gosh, what an opportunity you had. What an opportunity you had. So that's it, real quick. Just talking about Honeykomb Brazy, and I'm sure I will be back. This has gotten fun again.